Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to All She Comes Out Topic, where your host Kirby Kid,
And Black Superman,
also known as David Clark,
and Walter Bryant.
And today we're talking about Spiderman Across the Spiderverse.
Yeah, like we went and saw this separately actually, but we did actually go and see it Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
And while my son, who is a huge Spider-Man fan, believes that this is the absolute best movie to have ever been made of all time, I will admit this is a really, 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 really good movie. It's a great freaking movie.
Yeah.
And let's be real. To see our boy handle pretty much every Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't wreck them, but he handled them.
He got him to do what he wanted him to do.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter was so proud. He's like, I told him that.
Miles was great in this movie. Man.
Yeah. No, it was really cool. And by the way, for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, just know going in, because some people seem to have not known this and didn't like the ending because of this, it's a two-parter.
Mm-hmm.
So don't expect the end of this movie to be like a conclusion. It's a cliffhanger.
Oh, and for those of you who are watching this who've never watched us before, spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
There are going to be lots and lots of spoilers.
Yeah, we don't believe in that stuff. Look, at this point, it will have been a couple days since it's come out. That's on you. It's on you. But anyways, though, so the movie was very good. I liked some of the conflict between Miles and his parents, because obviously it's grating on him after a year and change, not being able to tell them, that he's Spider-Man. How they haven't figured it out, though.
Especially his dad.
Yeah.
I mean, because his dad's working with him.
Yeah. I have a feeling that he's known. And that's why he tolerates Spider-Man. I have a feeling he knows.
Or, like, he's got an idea.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows. I think he's got an idea.
Walter, if your son walked up in a Spider-Man outfit and his voice was different, would you know it was him?
Well, yeah, but see, I'm different, though. Because I'm a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his dad is a cop.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, like, his dad is like, there's no way my son, who is, quantum physics kid, would be out there swinging around with some webs. I'd be like, why wouldn't that be my kid?
Yeah, like, I assume. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Gwen has it bad for Miles.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Miles already had it bad since the first movie, but I think they're
headed that way.
They're headed that way for sure. She's like 18 or something, right?
Yeah, she's like a year older.
Yeah,
than a couple years.
I love how Miles' mom's like, she looks like she can vote. Like, it's like, oh dang, like that, huh?
Yeah, like this movie. There's some really great stuff. Okay, so for people who don't know, I don't know if I've ever actually said this out loud on our show before, but Spider-Man 2099 is my favorite Spider-Man.
I was going to ask you about how you felt.
I don't like what they did to my boy in this movie.
The whole time I'm like, ooh, Walter's going to be mad.
I don't like what they did to my boy in this movie.
I mean, look.
But I understand.
Yeah. From what he experienced. Because remember, basically, 99% of all Spider-Man have really good hearts. And if they get hurt really bad, they're soft and they lash out for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miguel tried to have a happy life, and it resulted in apparently an entire universe being eliminated.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make sure
that don't happen.
It never happens ever again. So
under no circumstances,
it makes sense why he would go the other way. I think by the time part 2 is over, that Miguel will be back on the right side of things. He's just a little worried about not letting an entire other universe be destroyed again.
Yeah, if the Punisher got spider powers, he'd have become Miguel.
So he's a vampire and a spider?
No. Okay, so Miguel, he didn't get bitten by a spider. He was a scientist who was working at Alchemax, and then they were trying to recreate Spider-Man. So someone tried to rob the building where they were doing this, and he got knocked into the machine where they were trying to recreate Spider-Man's powers, and it zapped him. So it didn't really turn him into Spider-Man. It made him into a spider hybrid. So he doesn't have spider powers. He's part spider. So he's got claws instead of like being able to cling to walls.
Right.
He like claws walls.
Mhm.
He has fangs that have venom in them.
Mhm.
He shoots webs from his hands, like that. Those electronic web things. That's not actually what happens. He actually the Spider-Man that like Tobey Maguire is. That's what he does.
It's gross.
Yeah. So he actually has spinnerets in the backs of his wrists.
Super gross.
So yeah, like Miguel has claws on his feet also.
Super gross. Wait, so unless the Miguel that he replaced also had that, wouldn't his wife have noticed? Hey, why your body's sharp all of a sudden?
Oh no! He pops them out.
Oh, okay.
Like so, when he's getting ready to climb walls, he does this, and then like the claws come out.
Mhm.
And when he like gets ready to bite things and like inject the venom, the fangs pop out. So like under normal circumstances, he just looks like himself.
So is he the worst Spider-Man in terms of being able to do stealth?
What do you mean?
He leaves holes when he walks on the walls. And you
Probably.
hear boom, boom, boom. Walter, that man was not subtle at all in this movie. He was like,
No,
"Ah."
he really would. Like, and when he was falling off the rocket ship, and he was like leaving those claw marks.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't subtle at all.
He's the worst Spider-Man in terms of stealth. And that includes the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, my favorite Spider-Man in this whole movie. The greatest Spider-Man of all time. Peter parked car. Hilarious. I want a figure of that immediately.
I don't know, man. Like I like 1960s Spider-Man who was like attacked and then he froze.
Oh, yeah. Ben Reilly was on point. I loved it.
Yeah. His inner monologue.
Yeah.
I'm standing here and I'm brooding. Oh, that last brood was incredibly intense.
Yes. That was super awesome. Jessica Drew.
She was better than
She's better than I thought,
Yeah.
but I thought she wasn't one of the spiders. Like she's not. I thought she wasn't part of the same web as all the other spider characters. I thought she was something different.
Okay, so
She got parts from Hydra, right? So
yeah, there's two Spider Women.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jessica Drew, which I don't think got her powers from a spider, and then there's the other Spider Woman, which did.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what the hell her name is.
So they call her Jess.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got to be Jessica Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Drew didn't get her powers from. She's not a part of the whole Madam Web group of people.
No.
So like that, I was like, did they just decide because she's a spider that she's in?
And also because they could make her kind of cool. Like the spider bike was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she was pretty cool. She was a lot better than I thought. I was worried. I was concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But she was pretty cool.
I really did just think she was going to be a fat Aunt Jemima. Honestly.
Yeah, so did
but
she was tough. Cool. Yeah. And she's not a single mom. She's got a husband. So thank you for not going by that stereotype.
For real.
Yeah, look at that. I think all the black people here have good families.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they get killed, but that's superhero life.
I mean, she showed up and Gwen goes, "Will you adopt me?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She's like, what? Yeah. Yeah. No, but yeah, like she was started, but like you can definitely tell like she realized at a certain point, hey, are we the bad guys now? We're trying to ensure people are dying. This seems a little messed up.
Yeah, and then this is sort of the same thing that happened with Tom Holland in the and what do you call it?
Or the nerd from Earth, whatever.
Yeah, where he's like sitting there going, you know, we're trying to let these guys go back to their deaths, but we have a chance to actually save their lives. Why are we not doing that? Well, because they're supposed to die. Yeah, but we actually have a chance to not let that happen.
To be fair, though, Goblin should die. The others are savable. Goblin is not.
And okay, realistically speaking, we still don't. Why does Electro gotta die? Because we never saw Electro die.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that means off screen he died later on.
At some point, yeah, but
how though?
But yeah, exactly.
He's pure energy. How do you kill that?
And also, we never actually saw Sandman die either. He just flew away as a pile of sand.
Yeah. So you know what? They're probably referring to whatever Spider-Man 4 would have been in that universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we didn't get that though.
We did not get that.
So that doesn't happen.
Yeah. But yeah, like Sandman is definitely redeemable. Mm-hmm. So is everyone but the Goblin. And he was in it, but I don't think I can trust Vulture either. But something about Vulture.
Okay, Michael Keaton Vulture.
That's what I'm saying. Like, something about him, like, I don't know. It's something about you using technology to fly through the sky and exact your own form of justice that makes me trust you.
And also, he didn't become a bad guy because he was evil. He became a bad guy because he got robbed.
Because the government?
Yeah, the government said, "Hey, I know you got multi-billions of dollars of your own money tied up into this.
Yeah.
So what?"
Yeah, didn't they get kicked out for the cleaning crew or whatever? Or damage control? Yeah.
And they were just like, "Yeah,
we have our own thing now. We're gonna do this."
Yeah. And he was just like, "But what about my money?" And they go,
why wouldn't you just say, "Hey, you've been doing this already. Why don't we just bring you in through damage control?"
Because then, I don't know why.
It's like they have an allergic reaction to doing right. but yeah, seeing all the different spider people was hilarious. The T-Rex, by the way, my current job, I'm over at Jazz, whereas we actually have a costume of the spider T-Rex.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we sell that.
That's tight.
It's like one of the inflatable ones. I'm like, we actually did a post the day on Thursday when it came out. We had somebody in the costume at a movie theater, and they got popcorn and they walked in the costume. I'm like, it's the best Spider-Man. Spider-Woman, the one with like the giant mecha looking thing. Uh-huh. That figure is amazing, by the way. I bought that figure. You can't tell it's a Spider-Woman, but it is a version of a Spider-Woman.
I didn't realize it until she spoke.
Yeah, that universe must be terrifying. Because every spider is like a reflection of like the universe that they come from. Like, people mostly look like them. That means her whole universe is just like a death metal album cover or something.
You know what's weird though? No matter where you go, whenever they do a Spiderverse thing or whatever, there's always Spider Armor Spider-Man. You know that silver armor thing, the one that Peter made from like hardened webs.
Yeah.
That armor only appeared for like 4 panels in a comic book where he was fighting the Green Goblin. One time. It's never ever appeared ever again. It's never been put anywhere else. And it's like one of the most iconic and most redone armors like ever.
Because it's cool.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean,
but it's literally only been in like a few panels.
Batman was a Yale engine for one panel, and it's getting the figure.
Yeah,
one single panel. Some of these things just kicks off. But back to the film though. It's cool that Miles is doing good on his own. It's been over a year now as Spider-Man. The Spot is gross. The Spot is terrifying. I know that they presented him as a joke at first, like at the beginning. That power was never a joke.
Nah.
That power is terrifying.
And once he realized it...
Yeah.
Because this dude's a genius.
Yeah.
It's not like he's like some idiot who got these powers. I mean, like if he's just some random dude walking down the street, then that's one thing. He's a quantum physicist who realizes that he can make quantum holes.
His only weakness was that he was a guy who wasn't evil, trying to be evil without actually really being a bad guy, which gets fixed by the end of this film.
Yeah.
He gets that fixed immediately. But he's gross though. I couldn't be the Spot, Walter. I mean, granted, yes, I'd have unimaginable power, but that's just having holes in your... I couldn't. I'd have to have like a fake skin that I put over me or something. But, yeah, he was terrifying. Obviously, Gwen joins the international spider people or interdimensional people, whatever, because she tells her dad she's Spider-Woman, which does not go over well, which, like, that was a very cop thing to do. Trying to arrest your own daughter. Like, you really think she killed her friend? Really? Wow. Sounds about white.
But it's funny because, like, I think that it was probably a gut reaction. And, like, a lot of times, I hate how, like, in movies like this, men are shown as, like, emotional morons.
Yeah.
Like, instead of actually thinking about about his daughter and what he knows about her and whatever, he just reacted with his first gut reaction, which was point a gun at his kid.
Yeah.
Which no man on this planet would have actually done.
Once their kid takes the mask off and you see it's them, the gun comes down. That's just...
And now I'm listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that, what happened there doesn't happen. Yeah. That's completely stupid.
And like, you could see the cop in him and the dad in him at war. Because he was obviously crying. He didn't want to do it. But I'm like, you just don't do it then.
Yeah. Nobody else is here. Okay, tell me what happened.
Or you just tell her, hey, you don't put the mask back on. You're done with the Spider-Woman stuff. If you're going to be hardcore about it, right? But it's like, no, stop it. Look, oh, this is one thing. This is one instance where, and I hate giving him props. I think Sasuke is not that bad of a dad in comparison. For people who don't watch or don't read the Boruto manga, there's a thing that happens where everyone's mind in the entire world is changed. So everyone thinks that Boruto is not Naruto's kid and that he's killed Naruto. So Sasuke is now in his head going after to kill Boruto because he just killed his best friend. Sasuke's daughter says, "Dad, I know your brain is telling you that he killed him, but he didn't. Please save Boruto." And he decides, because my daughter asked for it, I'm going to save Boruto and once again become a rogue ninja and take care of this guy who, in my head, I know for a fact killed my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gwen's dad's like, "I had to put a gun at you."
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
I mean, like, at the end of the movie, he redeemed himself.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like, she comes back home and she's talking to him, and she won't talk to him. She just walks out, and he's like, "Aren't you going to say anything to me?" And she's like, "What do you want to say? Whatever." But, like, you've already made your mind up. And then so she explains what actually happened. She actually doesn't explain what happened. She just sort of goes off on this rant about how she's trying to do the right thing and it costs too much. And then he's like, "You know what? I'm the chief of police. I'm supposed to arrest you, so I just quit my job just now, right now, while you were telling me
that's the dad response.
That's exactly it. Right there. And so,
or you stay as chief to use your powers to clear the way for her. There's two options there.
There are. However, he's that cop that ain't gonna make those choices.
Yeah. It's either I'm a cop or I'm not.
Yeah. So he's never going to be Joe.
Yeah.
He's never going to go, "I'll get them out of your way. You go in there and fix this."
Yeah, he can't do that. Yeah. One character who I thought I was going to hate, but then really liked. So when they keep talking about Hobie, that
Spider-Punk,
like it seems that they're building up to the fact that him and Gwen were an item, and I'm like, I don't like competition for the main character. That's not what happened at all. At least as of now, it does not seem as if that happened. But he's a super anarchist, which is hilarious, and I loved how. When he took his mask off, Miles was like, "How are you cooler under the mask?" You know, but also if him and Gwen were a thing, Gwen definitely has a type. Black guys with spider powers.
And also, realistically speaking, if Gwen got with him, Miles wouldn't have been mad.
Yeah, he'd be like,
"You know what? Right."
Yeah, he's like, okay, you're right. Yeah, right. Hey, you won, dude. That's crazy. But I liked how when he met Mayday. And she I guess crapped her diaper. He's like, "Taking your crap on the establishment. I salute you." Like, you know. And then I like how he told Miles how to get out of the thing, out of the little trap with his hands with the electric trick or whatever. And he's cool. He picked the right side.
He's the guy.
He saw what was right and wrong, and he picked right
every time.
He was
like, he's Captain America here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not choosing what you think is right, or I'm not choosing by the rules. I'm doing what's right, regardless of what the rules are.
Here's a question. Could Captain America make Spider-Punk into a patriot?
No.
Or would Spider-Punk make Captain America into an anarchist?
I think Spider-Punk has a better chance of making Captain America into an anarchist, because Captain America, in his purest form, he's not really an establishment guy.
That's true. Yeah,
he's a
right
freedom guy,
yeah.
Right and wrong and freedom guy.
Yeah,
and the establishment ain't that.
Captain America Punk. I can see that.
I'd pay for that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, he was pretty cool. I thought it was a low blow from Miguel to bring in Gwen, Peter, Penny. Bro, you brought all his friends in to try and get him to be okay with letting his dad die. And you got to ask yourself, how bad do they feel for having agreed to that? Because I think that's kind of like.
I don't know that. Okay, Peter didn't strike me as feeling that bad about it. I mean, he felt bad about it, but not like
it seemed.
It seemed like he accepted that this is how it had to go.
I think he did, because when Miguel showed like the flashback when he saw the universe disappear, you saw that Peter was there too. So Peter has literally watched people be poofed out of existence because of not letting this happen. and now he's a dad.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to do whatever it takes to make sure that does not happen to other universes.
Yeah.
Because one day it may be his universe.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that they're for it, but like it's still it's a bad situation. Like, hey, look, I know we're homies. I need you to sit here and let your dad die, so that you can be sad and that your universe can keep going.
And see, and the weird thing is like, for those of us who are nerds, which is pretty much everybody listening to this, and those of us who watch this, we have seen what happens when that doesn't happen. The Flash. As a matter of fact, Flashpoint is going to show us a whole other movie about where we don't let what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And it goes horribly wrong.
But like, here's the thing though. What happens is, like, let's say they save Miles' dad, right? Can't we just call in Madam Web, and can't she do some magic stuff and fix it? Because we haven't seen her yet.
True. You know what I do like? That they call it the canon event.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's a canon event.
Once they explain what a canon event was, I was like, everybody's Spider-Man canon. They all have these things that happen.
Like, there's 2 important deaths.
And I really didn't realize Uncle Aaron was Uncle Ben.
Yeah. He's his Uncle Ben. Yeah,
I hadn't realized that until then.
Yeah. That's when it starts it, and then the captain is what solidifies you on your path. Also, I like the fact that we saw Andrew Garfield. We saw Danny Glover was in it. Like his Prowler was there, which confirms in the MCU he is in fact the Prowler.
Yeah.
Which makes this part of the MCU. Like, this, all this is canon to the MCU now.
Yeah, we saw Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, which means, because I don't know, I think I've seen the kid or the guy who voices Miles. There might be a chance he might get to just actually put on the costume then and join the MCU, just to keep the voices consistent. Yeah. I wonder if Oscar Isaac can go into the MCU, because he's already there. He's Moon Knight.
Yeah, but see, he's Moon Knight.
I would love to see Miguel O'Hara meet Moon Knight, and then have no one ever acknowledge it. Just act like normal. Oh, and also I want Apocalypse. Yeah. I want all 3 of the people to meet each other, and then we just never
acknowledge that these are all the same guy.
Exactly. Same thing with I want Human Torch to meet Killmonger, and the other Human Torch to meet Captain America, and we just don't acknowledge it
in a face-off.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, like, so like they brought in all the old spiders, and then like I did love the escape from the spider headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
He got all of them away from headquarters so he can go back and sneak in. Also, props to techie future black spider girl person. She could have stopped him.
She could have.
Yeah.
She had that moment.
And she chose
not
to
go. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're all spiders. They're all heroes. Like, I don't think, like, I don't think when Miguel is going to get a chance to do something that will either severely hurt and terrify Miles, or he'll get a chance to help him. And when that chance comes in part 2, he's going to choose to help him.
Of course he will. Because he's really a spider.
He's a spider. He can't help it. Because right now he's like, even like, he didn't try and hurt Miles. They were trying to just say, hey,
just stop him.
Sit here.
Yeah.
Just don't move. He
tried to put him in a prison.
Yeah.
He tried to just make him like in the beginning. He just wanted, like, look, we're just talking to you.
Yeah.
We just want you to just stay here and let your dad die.
Yeah.
Which
is just the worst. It is just the worst. Like, bro, why? It's like, I'm already Spider-Man. Like, I'm good. Like, but yeah, though it was crazy. I do like how Punk Spider-Man gave Gwen his own band that says Operation Bootleg. Like, if you look at it, it says Bootleg. Yeah. Oh, just cool.
I think I realized this in the theater, but I hadn't realized it until but like it popped in my head again now. Mm-hmm. So, Miles stopped the canon event in India, Spider-Man world, but we haven't seen what happened after that.
Well, yeah, because like it started to be destroyed, and they're trying to fix it. Oh, yeah, but Indian Spider-Man is hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
Like, he's like, yeah, my life is great. I'm good looking. My girlfriend's a model. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm like, That's why he needed his canon event. Because for him, it's all fun and games for him right now.
Yeah, he needed something to go wrong.
Because it was too perfect. Like, wait, you sure you were Spider? Because you don't look very spidery to me right now.
Yeah, and then like, Spider-Gwen, she has to. I can understand why she might not want to get with Miles, because getting with Miles is going to go horribly, horribly wrong.
Here's the thing,
for Gwen Stacy.
She said that like every time Gwen falls in love with Spider-Man, it doesn't end well. But those were all Peter Parker.
That's true.
This is Miles Morales.
That's true.
This is a different person.
Yeah, but she ends up broken every single time.
Yeah, but see, now she can do the braking. She can lift the truck, Walter.
She can, and
like,
she did.
A little snap, a little fall ain't gonna hurt her now.
Yeah, she lifted the truck and threw it.
Yeah, so there you go. So she's good to go now. What's gonna be interesting though is she gonna live in his universe? He's not gonna live in her universe because his mom ain't gonna.
Nah,
his mom ain't gonna allow that. But also, I wonder if it's gonna be like a thing where they have to either all go to another universe because all the other ones are being destroyed, or
they merge,
or they merge or something. Yeah,
we can't have that many spiders all running around this one universe, though.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, you can.
It's hilarious. You definitely can.
There wouldn't be any Avengers anymore. There's just spiders.
Like God just comes. All right, guys, just whip them up. There we go. I think it'll be. I think the next movie's gonna be really, really good. I like how she went and recruited all the people from the last movie and people from this one that are good, and to go and save Miles. I liked when he got sent to Universe 42, which is where his spider is from. Obviously that's the universe where his dad died. His uncle's still alive, and I thought it was crazy when he said, "Oh, I'm not the Prowler," and the Prowler dropped down.
Well, you had to know who it was.
Yeah, I know, but it was still cool to see it though. Like, it's Miles. Like, and when that Miles figures out, hey, the reason your life is as dark and sad as it is because the spider that was supposed to turn you into a superhero bit me instead.
Was it supposed to turn Miles into a superhero?
Yeah. That's why there's no... Because like they said, the reason why there's no Spider-Man in that universe is because that spider got sent to your universe and bit you instead.
Yeah, but was it supposed to bite Miles or was it supposed to bite Peter of that world?
I think that one was probably supposed to bite him. Because it's the black and red spider. So, yeah. So that means probably what happened is that Peter Parker in that universe died.
Mm-hmm.
And no one was there to pick up the torch because that spider didn't bite Miles, and so he went down the dark path.
Or there was never a Peter Parker, or Peter Parker never became Spider-Man.
There's true
that Miles was supposed to become Spider-Man.
Yeah,
there, and
he should have been the first Spider-Man. Yeah. So, but either way, he gonna be pissed when he finds that out. But also, I'm hoping that makes him realize that that he should be better. Now, what will probably happen, Walter, if I was that Miles? Because Miles is a genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, "Oh, that's what's bite me, which means it's compatible with me, and you're also me. Let me get some of that blood real quick."
Now here's the question.
Boop, and now I'm also Spider-Man.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe his dad died 5 years ago. Whatever. Like his dad only is just now becoming captain.
Yeah.
In our Miles's world.
Right.
But so like, how long has his dad been dead that his uncle was able to corrupt him enough for him to become the Prowler? I mean, because this isn't like overnight.
Walter,
if
you are an angsty teenager who just lost your dad, who was your hero, in a world with no heroes, it's gonna take you like a day. Because he already looked up to his uncle, and he realized, and his uncle does help take care of his mother.
Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, we see today how many kids, they feel like they gotta do what they gotta do to take care of their home.
That's true. That's true.
It ain't a long trip, Walter. It's a weekend.
And then that leaves me with question number 2.
Yeah.
All right. So fine. Miles from a second universe showed up here. Maybe you know that. Maybe you know about other universes. Maybe you don't. Why are you trying to kill him?
I don't think he's trying to kill those Miles. Like, I think they're going to end up taking some of his blood and giving the powers to that Miles. And then I think what will happen is, because no matter how evil this current Miles has become as being the Prowler, he's still a spider. And once he gets the powers, with that power must also come great responsibility. He will realize that. And
After he lets Uncle Larry die.
His uncle will probably die. Yes, his uncle. His uncle will probably die. Like his uncle will die and tell Miles, he'll inspire him or whatever, and then he'll use his spider powers and his prowler armor to become a hero. And then what we'll see is either at the end credits or whatever, you'll see him taking up the prowler armor, and then he'll be painting or drawing a new design of his Spider-Man suit, and it'll probably be a version of the first Miles Morales suit that so he's a Spider-Man. Spiders can't be evil. The only spider that I've ever seen that I had no hope for was maybe it's Old Man Logan storyline where there was a spider who was born from Hawkeye and Peter Parker's daughter. They had a daughter who was a Spider Woman, and she was outright just evil. Like she had no redeeming qualities whatsoever. And I'm like, that's a little weird.
Yeah, it's funny because Kane was horrible, but became okay.
Yeah, see, they all become okay in the end.
Yeah, because Kane was terrible.
Yeah,
you know which one Kane is, right? The one with the melt your face powers. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how you can redeem melt your face powers.
You just melt the right faces.
Apparently.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next movie because they're going to go save Miles, and I really think the other Miles will become a spider by the end of this. Because why would you not take his blood if you're also him?
Well, I mean, okay, so Uncle Aaron isn't that smart, but Miles is.
Yeah, Miles is definitely that smart. And if they can't figure it out, they can go kidnap the person who can. Mm-hmm. What if they go kidnap some nerdy scientist named Peter Parker who has no powers and just say, "Hey, figure this out"? That'd be crazy.
That would be.
Yeah.
And it's possible.
And then what if it explodes and turns Peter into Spider-Man? But also I love how the Insomniac video game Spider-Man was in it. That was pretty cool. They were playing Spider-Man the game at one point in there. Of course the meme. Stop Spider-Man! Everyone's like, you. I love that. Sony, I will never get tired of that. Just keep making it funny and organic. I love it.
And then when at the beginning of the movie, when Miles is supposed to show up for the counseling session, and he comes in and his roommate's there, and he's like, "Stop trying to make me your guy in the chair. I'm not your guy in the chair.
You're absolutely the guy in the chair.
He's absolutely the guy in the chair.
That is your entire purpose in the comic books, is to be the guy in the chair." But yeah. Also, how much you want to bet? Because Miles, being a 15-year-old boy, doesn't know how to read signals. He probably thinks Gwen doesn't like him.
Nah, I'm pretty sure he's...
Once he heard about other dude, Walter.
Nah, because... Walter. Remember there was that point where she said, it always goes bad, and he pulls his hand away, and then he's like, but you know...
Hey, Walter, he's a 15-year-old boy. They're dumb at that age. They don't know.
But he said, it doesn't have to go that way, and then she leaned her head over on his shoulder. He knows he's got a shot. He knows he's got a shot.
I don't think so. I think he's a dummy.
Because Uncle Eric taught him to go.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I did like when Miguel had him pinned down. He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing." They say, "I'm black." Yeah.
And then blast him.
Yeah. But the movie was really good. I saw it in motion 4DX, so my chair was moving along with it, and whenever there's bullets or anything being fired, the chair would make the little bullet feel. It was really cool.
Yeah, we saw it in IMAX, and it was supposed to be also 4DX, but they didn't have it activated, so I don't know what the hell that was about. Yeah, so we didn't get that.
Yeah, but dude, it was really good. I'm waiting. This is going to have to end with Madam Web, because they're talking about Spider Universe is just being destroyed. You gonna need somebody else besides Miguel.
Yeah, Miles goes, Spiderverse, and then Miguel's like, no, a multidimensional level. And he goes,
that's stupid.
That's stupid.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm curious to see how they're going to stop the Spot though, because he
is all powerful.
Yeah, and he just popped in over Miles' parents' house. Now, does he know who his parents are?
He seems to.
He seems to have figured that out, right? Or he's just going to destroy everything.
Or I think, so I'm under the impression that because he can like go into other universes and stuff, he's actually seen at some point who Miles is under the mask.
Yeah.
Because like well, you didn't watch it, but they did that whole multi-universe thing on the CW with Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor actually walked into a world where Clark Kent was supposed to be Superman, and he goes, "Yeah, well, yeah, on this universe, Clark Kent is Superman, but it couldn't happen in my universe because that dude's a tool." He says that outright, and I'm just like, that's the dumb. I mean, I know what you're trying to do to write it out so that it doesn't make him look like a complete idiot, but that doesn't work. It makes more sense that the Spot would maybe go into a universe, have seen that Miles was Spider-Man somewhere else, and then gone, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. You know what they should do to end this? When everything starts collapsing, like, they should pinpoint and find a few stable universes, right? That will survive. And then you have Miles, Gwen, Penny, the Pig, Spider-Man Noir, Punk Spider-Man,
and Peter.
I guess we could take Peter B. Parker, and if all of them hop to the MCU, just boom. Now the problem with that is we don't have Peter over there, so that's gonna be a little weird. I think maybe Peter and his family should go to another universe where it's more peaceful, because he's like, I'm done with that, right? So they hop over there, but the young spiders who are still like fighting and whatnot, who don't have families,
come out, and then they have real
exactly
bodies.
Walter, it ends with them and the MCU. Like you see like Miles and Gwen like on like a rooftop or something, right? And they go, where are we? And you turn around, and then let's see, Iron Man's gone. Who was? Oh, here's what happens. Captain America Falcon drops down, and basically, can I help you? Something like that. And you say like the new Avengers Tower behind there or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just something to show. Oh, more hilarious. They say, where are we? And all of a sudden, the hand of Galactus is coming down. It's like, really? Something like that. But I think that would be kind of cool. Like, that way you continue it on into the MCU. Sony is happy because it now canonizes everything they've ever done. Oh, also Venom was in this.
Well, no,
the woman from Venom.
The Asian lady from Venom was in there.
Which was cool.
Yeah.
Because that means it's all connected, so... but yeah.
I mean, and we already know that like the piece of Venom is actually floating around in the MCU looking for Peter right now. So
for sure, but I think
But Tom Holland's not going to be in the MCU anymore. They said.
I heard that they're doing an 4.
Well, they're doing it 4, but like they said, Tom Holland was not going to be. The Spider-Man was not going to be in the MCU. So unless they change their mind,
I heard he is still going to be in there.
Okay, so they may have changed their mind because like they were announcing for a while.
Makes money.
Yeah.
So
he prints money.
Unless he decides he does no longer want to do it, I think he's going to be Spider-Man.
Oh no! Not that he wasn't Spider-Man. That his Spider-Man was going to be pulled from the MCU.
Yeah, no. He makes money. Everyone loves
Sony needs to just not mess with this because they've done wrong.
Yeah, I would just say, look. Well, no. Granted, Into the Spiderverse, this whole trilogy, you're doing great there. Keep it up, Sony.
Which leads me to that other thing. Why is it that when the studios get out of the way of the cartoon guys get it right?
I think it's because the studios, like the old white guys who run it, they look down on animation, so they don't feel the need to get as involved because they think it's not as important as live action movies. That's why DC's animation is so great, because those higher-ups aren't getting involved. That's why Spiderverse is great.
Mm-hmm.
Once they turn their focus to animation, like
it'll be garbage.
It'll be garbage like everything else. But yeah, like they're doing great on that. They just need to y'all need to come up with a licensing plan and just let Marvel take control of your live action stuff from now on. Also, why can't they just buy it back, Walter? Just buy Sony.
I mean, they have money.
Just buy Sony.
Sony has more money.
Not more than Disney.
Not more than Disney.
They don't have a lot of money, dude. The only profitable section of Sony is PlayStation. Like, they ain't that big. They had to sell their headquarters a couple years ago. So, but like they're very much attached to obviously Spider-Man, because that and PS5 is all they got basically.
That's their jobs.
Like Apple, don't you want to buy Sony? Because I believe I heard that in their contract with Marvel when they bought Spider-Man's rights, if they are acquired by another company, the rights to all their Marvel stuff reverts back to Marvel. Sony, look, Apple. Wouldn't it be cool if you owned PlayStation? Wow. Microsoft, don't you want to eliminate, you know, the competition? Or
Would you want to eliminate the competition though?
Walter, I want Spider-Man back home permanently.
I mean,
I
agree with you.
There's a lot I'm willing to give up for that.
But the PlayStation though,
I'm okay. I'm a PC Master Race person, Walter.
I can't.
So
I can't allow you to eliminate the PlayStation.
Walter.
Now, eliminating the iPhone, you know, like,
PC Master Race.
It's like, right? Like the iPhone getting merged with some kind of PlayStation thing and becoming a portable. Oh, by the way, they're getting ready to do another PlayStation Portable of some sort.
I saw it. It's almost like basically like the Wii U, but for PlayStation. It looks
dumb, but
it's going to cost almost the same as the whole freaking Switch. Why would I buy that? That's stupid. That's dumb, Sony.
It's late.
Keep making dumb moves so that you have financial troubles and need to sell some things, like Spiderman. Good. But no, the movie was really good. Looking forward to the next one. I think I would assume it's coming out next year.
Summer.
Yeah. But it's really good. It's really good. I like the different art styles that they show everybody in. All the different spider Easter eggs that they threw in there.
And I like how they explain the art styles too.
Yeah.
Like how they didn't just, have people coming from different universes, but they came from different universes and each universe, different art style. And then when a different universe came into another universe, they just kept the art style for that particular thing.
Right.
So, when the Vulture first popped up, and they're like, "Are you some Art Deco dude from?"
Yeah.
I like that and I also like that they noticed that. Not that it was just a style that was happening, but they can actually see it.
Right. But yeah, no, it looks good. Everything. I mean, out of 10, Walter, I'm going to give it a solid 9.5.
I agree.
Yeah.
9.5, and that's only because I can't make anything perfect.
True, and also we have to wait for it to be over.
Yeah, but I haven't seen any real holes in this. I couldn't find any plot holes. There were no points of contention I had in this in any place. There's nowhere in there where I went, well, why did this happen? That at least I don't have an idea as to what's going on, or they can't explain in the next movie.
Yeah, no, it was all pretty solid. I did like how when the mom was talking to Miles about how don't ever let anybody tell you you don't belong, blah blah. That felt like also talking to because when Miles first came out, the usual crowd who did not like him being there. I like that this movie was a little bit of a kick to those people. Like, nah, he's Spider-Man. He's gonna do his own thing. Suck it up. And how bad does it have to feel for the people who did not like Miles because he just existed to know that his movie is considered not just the best Spider-Man movie of all time, one of the best, if not the best, comic book movie of all time.
Yeah.
It's got to burn. It's got to burn.
They'll never admit it.
No, they won't.
Those same people who were screaming that Miles was just cultural appropriation or trying to get rid of Peter Parker or whatever, or just race swapping, will now say Miles was always their favorite.
Yeah, exactly. But Miles, he's part of the mythos, and him and Peter work really well together.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, and in this movie, Peter tells Miles, "Yeah, the reason why I felt okay with having a kid was because I met you." And they're a great team.
But see, personally, you and I have had this conversation before, and say with Cedric, I hate race swapping.
Yeah,
I hate when they just decide that somebody should be black or somebody should be white just because we just want to make a black character, or we just want to make a white character. So hey, let's just make Superman black. You know what? That doesn't work for me.
Right.
Just make cool new characters. But see, Miles wasn't just a replacement Peter
He's
Parker.
He's
a whole new character with a whole new skill set and a whole new set of problems.
Yeah.
And once people realize that and stop trying to just go, he's just Peter Parker. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's nothing like Peter.
No.
And the fact that he's nothing like Peter made him interesting.
Yeah. So it's Miles is definitely cemented himself as one of the greatest of all time. And Gwen is getting up there too, because prior to this, Gwen was just the person who got thrown off a building.
Yeah.
So now she's the now is she Ghost Spider or is it Spider Woman? Because I've seen it both ways.
Well, they call her Ghost. They call her Spider Woman in the movie.
Yeah, in this movie, yeah, she's Spider Woman. Yeah. But yeah, man, the movie is really good. It's proof that black characters are the best of all time. I'm sure I'm not gonna have any blowback on us whatsoever. But no, really good movie. Looking forward to part 2. Anything else, Walter?
At some point we should do a video about characters who can be race swapped and to be okay, and characters who can never be race swapped.
Yeah, Superman for sure.
Superman can be race swapped
because his power is the power.
Yeah.
Absorbing the sun. So
Bruce Wayne could never be race swapped.
No, they'd be like, it's not a black thing. Kill this man. Bang, bang, bang.
Anyway, but aside from that, like I'm looking forward to the next movie, and like this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Now next week, Walter, is if I remember correctly, it is Transformers Beast Wars.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know what the actual movie's called, but I'm calling it Beast Wars.
Rise of the Beast.
I'm calling it Beast Wars. That's what it is.
It's not really Beast Wars because the other Transformers.
Optimus Primal in there.
Yes.
It's Beast Wars.
Optimus Prime is also in there though.
It's fine. Beast Wars. It's Beast Wars, and they're meeting. It's a crossover event. Beast Wars.
So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And then the week after that is Flashpoint.
Which.
Okay, so I'm torn on seeing that.
Yeah, I'm torn as well because I don't want to support Ezra Miller and his crime spree, but I do want to support Batman.
Mm-hmm. And that's really what it boils down to.
And they know that. Warner Bros. Knows that everyone wants to support Michael Keaton.
Which is why they turned the entire thing into Michael Keaton.
The whole trailer is him.
The last 2 trailers have all just been Batman trailers.
Yeah, like the first voice you hear is Michael Keaton's voice. Like we already know. We are like I think Barry says, "Where's your parachute?" He goes, "Woo," and no one else dies. Batman has a whole soliloquy in a 2-minute trailer. You know, like they know who it is we're coming to see.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm conflicted because I don't want to just wait till it's on HBO Max. By that point, I will have been spoiled. Because I heard there's a really good cameo that I don't and watch. If you find out, do not tell me, or I will stab you directly.
And I've also heard that they added something else to the end of the movie.
Yeah, so I really want to see what it is. So maybe we'll see it and then we'll just back charge on the credit. But yeah, so yeah, we have that right after that, and then there's another movie coming out too. Oh man, what is it? There's something else coming out around. Oh, The Blackening, Walter. We have to go see that.
The Blackening?
It's a horror movie comedy with all black people in it, and like the poster says, we all can't die first.
Okay,
Walter, we have to go see that. The Blackening. It comes at the same time as Flash, so
all right,
we gotta go do a double feature and just go back to back.
Well, we can pull that off.
Yeah. So, but guys, that's been it. Until next time, we've been your host, Kirby Kid
and Black Superman.
I'll see you later, guys.